When the Westgate Bridge was built in 1978, it changed travel in Melbourne. It allowed for faster journey times from the western suburbs and the regions to Melbourne CBD. It supported growth and economic development in the West. Now we all know that Melbourne has changed and continues to grow at a rapid pace. And this growth has helped fuel new jobs and prosperity, but it is placing considerable pressure on our infrastructure. We can no longer rely solely on the Westgate Bridge to service these areas. One incident on the bridge can bring traffic across Melbourne to a standstill and leave people stranded for hours. It's easy to imagine an emergency situation that could leave the bridge out for action for days. So the truth is, when the M1 stops, Melbourne stops. Add to that the problems in the inner west where trucks are rat-running through local streets because there's no direct freeway connection to Australia's busiest and rapid-growing container port. This leads to health and safety concerns for residents as well as impacting pedestrians and cyclists. This is one of the key drivers behind Transurban's Western Distributor proposal, which is a clear need for an alternative to the Westgate Bridge. Now a solution is needed, and it has been needed for some time. Things are not going to get better without action and the funding needed to make things happen. We need to protect Melbourne's status as the world's most livable city. Now, there will be those who say we don't need more roads and that investment should be directed to public transport. But being realistic, both roads and public transport are essential, and people need a choice in how they travel. With our proposal, Transurban invests the majority of funds, thus freeing up the state money for other priorities such as public transport, and we bring forward substantial new infrastructure investment. As we know, not all trips can be made on public transport. It can't get tradies and their tools to their next job, or food to the local supermarket, or goods to our retail stores. Rail freight is also part of the solution, but right now it's only able to move around 1% of Victoria's freight task. And it really only makes sense for long trips and very large loads. And clearly we cannot have a rail line to every warehouse and factory in Melbourne. Now Transurban is ready to have a real conversation about the problems Victorians face and how our proposal can help. There are various technical considerations that will inform some key decisions and clearly a budget to consider. But we hope that the collective knowledge and expertise out there in our community can help strengthen this proposal. We understand there will be many different views, and we invite you to be part of the solution. We look forward to having the conversation.